Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. I am just getting ready for the day. My hair looks crazy because I just put this like bond treatment stuff in because I'm gonna slick my hair back today, and so I figured I'll let like a bond treatment sit in it for a while. So it looks crazy, and then I'm gonna do some oil after that. But hello, good morning. It is actually now Tuesday morning, which for me is kind of like a Monday because we had a long weekend here in the US for MLK Day. So Drew and I, as you will have just seen, had a lovely weekend. We basically were out and about all day Saturday and Sunday. We were just exploring, we were shopping, we were at the beach, we were getting coffee, we were doing all the things. Went to the Long Beach flea market. I actually am like, I've talked about it a little bit before, but I am in such a weird space with thrifting right now, and it's not anyone's fault. It's just kind of like how things have been going. Not me like having this on my face and then trying to have a conversation that has a topic. Anyways, me and my squiggly mustache are here to say that thrifting is just not the same anymore. It's just such a bummer. Like, I don't mean to start this off on a negative note, but I know a lot of people who thrift are also feeling this way because we're all talking about it, but it's just crazy. Like, going to the thrift store, people are just donating their absolute junk. Like, and it's like, you know, they painted something at a pottery place and donated it, or they like made a very personalized gift and then like donated it, or you know, whatever. And it's just like, there's just so much crap. And so when you go to like flea markets, it feels like almost like the best of all of that stuff. You know, people sort through thrift stores, estate sales, whatever, and then they sell that for a profit. But some of the prices that I've been seeing recently, like I'll be like, oh, I love this t-shirt, how much is it? They're like $2.50. I'm like, $2.50? They're like, no, $250. Smackaroonies. Sorry, what? You know, and it's just like, yeah, the quality when we were at the Long Beach flea, there was a lot of good stuff, but there was a lot of stuff that was like stained, broken, damaged, ripped, whatever, and they were still asking like $50+ for it. And it's just like, it's just crazy. There's so many different things to say about it, but I like left and I don't know, I was just like, do I need to take a break from thrifting for a little while? Because it's not sparking joy. But anyways, we had a good time. I'm glad we went. But now it is just after 9 a.m. and actually, no, it's not. It's 9:40. Just kidding. And I'm getting ready for the day. I was just doing a bunch of computer work in bed, and I had just like some last minute things to finish up. I'm drinking my like plain black tea, no milk, no sugar, no nothing, because I'm doing my SIBO diet again today. I have to take the test tomorrow. If you don't know, I've talked about it before, and I'm sorry if you've heard it before, I'll keep it quick, but SIBO stands for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I've had it for a couple of years now. My new GI doctor ordered another test for me. Luckily, it's an at-home test. I can take it tomorrow, but for 24 hours leading up to the test, you have to go on like this very strict diet where all you're allowed to eat is like meat or eggs, rice or potatoes. It's different for every doctor. Rice or potatoes, and then no seasoning besides salt and pepper. This one actually says you can use any kind of oil, which is nice because that opens up a couple of opportunities, but I'm going to try not to have too much oil either because I don't know, it just freaks me out. I don't want anything affecting this test. And then for 12 hours leading up to the test, you have to fast. So that'll obviously be overnight. So I won't be able to eat anything from, you know, probably like 7 p.m. to like when I start the test tomorrow at 7 a.m. And then you do, it's a breath test. So you breathe into a bag, like a sample. It was vials when I did it the first time, and now it's bags this time. So I'm using like a different kind of test. And then it measures the levels of bacteria in your breath, or like gas. So it measures like if you have methane in your breath, hydrogen, you know, all these different other things. And then it determines if you have SIBO and then what type of SIBO you have, which, yeah, it can just basically come from food sitting in your small intestines and then giving off gases. And then it makes you feel sick, it makes you bloated, it makes you either or not, you know, makes going to the bathroom difficult or a little too easy, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's just been, I've fluctuated a lot with like my symptoms over the last couple of years. And so it's just time. It's just time to do it. And then the treatment for it is antibiotics, and you basically nuke your gut, and it's crazy. And then you have to do like an elimination diet and whatever. Anyway, so I am doing my prep for that today, but I'm actually getting ready because I'm going to be filming a fitting room video today. I decided spur of the moment. I was gonna do like a sit down video and I was like, no, I kind of want to like get out of the house. I haven't done a fitting room video since probably like, I would guess September or October. So it's definitely time. I don't actually know where I'm going yet today, but I'm just gonna head to the mall and we're gonna see where we end up. I might post a poll on Instagram or something, or I might just decide in the moment. But that's kind of the fun of it, you know? You just sort of go where the wind takes you. So that's what we're gonna do. It's kind of like, yeah, the first day after a long weekend, and it feels good to get back into the routine. So anyways, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna finish putting on my makeup, and then we will slick my hair back and hit the road and drink the rest of my plain tea after I had my plain scrambled eggs for breakfast. Yummy. Just waiting on my prescription. I just remembered I have to drive to the pharmacy to pick up the there's like this solution you have to drink that I talked about, that you dilute and then, you know, you use it for the test. So I have to pick that up, but I'm like the 4th car in line, so I'm gonna be a little while. I'm just staring at all these snacks that I have in my purse, because I always keep like emergency snacks in my purse. I actually learned that from Alexa. Like, she always just keeps snacks on hand, and I used to just like get in these situations where I'd be out and about and I'd be like starving, and I'm like, why did I not think of that? So I keep like a jerky stick, a bar, a fruit leather, things like that in my purse for emergencies, but I can't eat any of those today. It's devastating. The day I'm filming this is the day after Beckhamgate has happened. If you're not on like TikTok or Instagram Reels, basically like a big fracture in the Beckham family has happened. And Brooklyn Beckham, who's the oldest of the Beckham kids, oh, I got to inch up. He's like spoken out against his parents and like the family in general. And it seems like there's just a big division between him and his wife and then the rest of their family, and like the treatment of his wife, and it feels very Prince Harry-esque. Like, it does feel really reminiscent, and I feel like there's been so many different like opinions on it since then, and I'm in the camp of, number one, it's none of my business. I'm just here, you know, for whatever they choose to share publicly. I'm here for the memes. Those are funny. The topic itself isn't funny, obviously, but what I will say is that I feel like a lot of people, maybe at least what I've seen, haven't touched on, is that if you go no contact with your family, or if you decide to separate yourself from your family, or if you decide to move away from your family or whatever, that's typically like a last resort. Like, I don't think many children want to be not in contact with their family. And so that's like, I don't know these people. I don't know. It feels like it's going to be one of those really heated topics that like people from both sides are very passionate about their opinions, like Harry and Meghan, for example. But what I do think is just worth noting is that my heart goes out to anyone who has to sever ties with their family, whether temporarily, whether forever, because it's not easy. And as someone who has kind of like strained relationships with some people in my family, like, you know, not gonna get into specifics, obviously, it's painful and it's weird and it's awkward sometimes. Sorry, I'm just inching up again. And you don't do that typically just all willy-nilly. Like, there is usually a series of events or conversations or attempts leading up to that point that aren't being heard or understood or met or whatever, and then it leaves you with like kind of no other option than to go no contact or to speak out publicly or whatever it is that you feel like you need to do to heal. I do think it's gonna be very messy. I hope not, but all I'm seeing are memes of this supposed wedding. If you know, you know, this wedding dance, and the memes themselves are funny, but the topic itself is not funny because it's obviously very painful. But wishing everyone all the best. As a former Spice Girl lover, I mean, I'm still a Spice Girl lover, but like as a 90s kid who was Spice Girls obsessed, never did I think in my 30s like their children would grow up and, you know, speak out publicly. Just crazy. But anyways, I am now 2nd car in line instead of 4th car in line. So I'm gonna grab my prescription. We're gonna head to the mall. I still have no idea where I'm filming today, but we'll figure it out. That's just who I am. All right, got the goods. Let's head to the mall. All right, success. Finished the fitting room video. Came out unscathed. It's always humiliating. And now we're heading home to eat my salt and pepper flavored chicken for lunch and rice, plain white rice. All right, we're not gonna talk about my lunch. Anyways, what I wanna do is I sometimes thrift things and I will put them in like a pile and then I will leave them there for a very long time. Like for example, or not even thrift things, just buy things. For example, when we went and got paint samples to paint this little entertainment center in our living room, those have been sitting there for 2-3 months now, something like that. So I just tend to have this habit of like not getting things done. So today I'm gonna get some of those things done. So I went thrifting the other day, which, will this vlog? No. This weekend, when you're watching this, that video will be up on my main channel, but I got a couple of things, one of them being this frame. I wanna like put something cute in it, maybe do like a crafting paper background, and then like a photo strip or something like that and like hang it on the wall in our bedroom. So that was kind of one thing I wanted to do. Then I got another plate. This is from England. It is made from alpine white ironstone. I don't even know how old this is, but there's lots of different stickers and things. So I want to kind of like sanitize some of these, like hit it with a Lysol wipe a little bit, clean it up, maybe hang that on the wall. And then Drew and I, like I said, we went to the Long Beach flea market this weekend and we got these 2 little sconces that are so cute and they have little hearts on them. You can see in the middle. And I got some flameless candles to go in those. They're like the tapered kind. So I'm gonna need to put batteries in there and then do the whole like remote control thing and all of that. So I figured we could get all of that done. I just did a little bit of work. It's like 2 o'clock now. I'm just procrastinating, getting back on my laptop and doing more. So let's just do this instead. This feels dirty, so I know it is. Do I need to sanitize something to put it on my wall? No, not really, but it just feels right. And then yeah, usually I don't thrift picture frames. I'm not really a massive like put pictures of myself in my house. We have a few photos here and there, like as wall art, but mostly it's just art. But I just thought, I don't know, that's something a little personal. Why not? Oh my god, speaking of why not. Hilary Duff premiered her tour last night in London and I wasn't there. It's fine. I'm not.
Is that list?
Yeah, it's really good.
That's what I want to sing.
It was the perfect set list. She delivered. Ugh. And she did play a new unreleased song that no one's heard yet, and it's about her sister. Now they don't talk anymore.
I didn't know she had a sister.
Oh, she's got a sister.
Hillary Duff?
Yeah.
I dropped a pretzel, I don't know where it went.
Oh.
Gotta go.
Alright, so I'm gonna use this as like a little outline or a guide. I'm trying to decide which paper I want to use as the background. I'm thinking one of these striped guys would be cool. Something like this would be nice. That matches our room really well. And then yeah, just kind of cut out a piece and use that as the background. I think this might be the best. Oh, it looks like mint chocolate chip. We'll grab this. I suppose I could sit in my cozy corner, but I don't want, like, I did that for pretty much the entire vlog, the last one. So I don't want to like subject you to that again if you don't want to see it. So we will just do that here. So I'm gonna go in the corner where there's like all clean lines and we'll just cut along the guide. I'm so jealous of everyone who's gotten to see Hillary so far. Alexa and I are still keeping an eye out for resale tickets, but they're like $600. And it's like, that's like a normal price these days for concert tickets, which is crazy. Oh, that's so cute. I already love it. I've seen people, like I said, do like fabric, like scrap fabric, or you can make a little collage, like a little magazine cutout, whatever. I love it. I kind of love the idea of doing this photo booth picture that we took on Balboa Island at this little like thrift store. I think that would be really cute. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna do anything else. Like I kind of had the idea of maybe doing like some gems, kind of a, you know, almost like a junk journal page style, but I kind of just really love the idea of this. I've even seen people do like almost a scrapbook page and then they frame it in their home. Like they put like a little bow on the top, or they like add a candle from their kid's first birthday party, or they like add a little ticket to an event that they went to or something. And I like that. I like the idea of personalizing things a little bit more now. I think that's what I was trying to get at before, and I can never finish a thought, you know what I mean? Look at that, it's so cute. Probably could pull it just a little bit higher, but honestly, it's fine. I actually do think I wanna like put something up there, like a little bow or something. I just have to find it. So that'll be great. I will hang that up immediately. Then for these little candle things, I need to figure out which batteries we need in here. Oh, double A. Okay. Good thing we get a Costco size thing of batteries because they just come in so handy. You really don't realize how much you need them. Cute. I think there's like a setting where you can flicker. Love it. And then I'm gonna stick them in here. They fit perfectly. Look how cute that's gonna be. These two things together, like look how cute. I love it. All right, so I'm thinking these sconces would be cute above our bed. This is kind of a temporary thing. We just brought this from Arizona. So like something on either side, like next to the window might be nice. I do think also something directly on either side of that would be good, but I kind of want it to almost be like a lamp, like a sconce lamp or something. So we'll try that. Now, I just need to try and do the same thing on the other side.
It needs to come down a little bit more. Yeah, about right there.
Oh, just hope for the best. What do we think?
Yeah.
Pretty good? Mm-hmm. I think they're cute. Is the bed centered or that? No. But that's okay. That's fine.
It's fine.
I accidentally already started doing stuff over here because I kind of forgot I was vlogging. Story of my life. There were just like too many little pieces of art concentrated over here. We had like this little one, we had this little one, which I like all of them, but it just needs to be a little more spread out and like more variation in sizes, you know? So we're gonna do the plate here. Here we go. Then maybe we can do the frame here. Yeah, that looks way better. We have a little pen for that, so that'll be fine. Are we thinking like round one here or oval? I feel like maybe oval would be good. Like here would be perfect. I just make a mark and then I do my thing. Cute. I think that looks a lot better. Like it's just less tiny, you know? These two can go on our stairs gallery wall. But that feels really good. It feels finished, it feels cohesive, it feels cute. Might even actually like fill in that gap right there. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I'm liking it. I'll eventually add more here too. But I'm in love. It's starting to come together finally after living here for like 4 months or something. I went downstairs and just kidding, we don't have the spackle like pen, but we have this, which is just like an all-in-one drywall repair thing. So look, it's so great. It's probably kind of hard to see, but if you have a little hole you accidentally got from a nail, you stick that stuff in there, fill the hole with it, then it dries really quickly actually, and then you just take this little sandpaper bit and you like buff off the sandpaper part and it's done. And then here there was like a little gap, so that's where I put one of the other ones. The other ones are going to go into Drew's office. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to put a photo in this tiny little frame I found. I think maybe at the Rose Bowl. I can't remember, but it's so cute. So we got to put something cute in it. Because it's so tiny, we're already working with like a very difficult size. So I decided to pick maybe a photo of me and Drew that's like a selfie, but it's like 0.5 mode, so it's kind of further away. And I'm hoping that because it's like more zoomed out, it'll be okay. So we'll try that. I don't really know. I guess it's cute. There it is.
Little us.
Little us. There it is on the shelf. We have these two little cats that we got from the Long Beach Flea. No, we actually got them at a thrift store in Laguna. I'm gonna talk about it and go there in a future vlog because it was so cute and I was just blown away. But we got those there, and then cute little frame. We have our cute little cottage, cute little teacup, and we'll definitely add more things. Oh, and then these are books from, our niece really loves the mini brands, like mystery packs, and those were books that she didn't want. And it was The Secret Garden and I think The Prince and the Pauper, and I was like, okay, cute. Imagine this was like a tiny miniature bookshelf. Stop. Don't give me any ideas. So that's our little shelf. It's a work in progress. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Listen, social media right now, maybe I will talk about it for just a split second. Social media right now is so diabolical. Everything is sad and negative, and I know I always complain about things being like rough on social media, and then I will talk about how I'm still on it, and it's part of it's because it's my job, but part of it's because I'm addicted to my phone. I remember doing a video probably in 2020 at our house in Arizona where I was sitting in the bathtub and I was talking about how I am literally addicted to my phone. Like, I'm actually addicted to it, so that's a whole other thing. Like, I think we all are, but I mean, I definitely am. Like, I'm leading the pack. And so, yeah, I want to go sit in the bath. I want to recharge. I want to relax. I want to unwind, because every time I open social media, it's like, ah! Screaming, yelling, fighting, whatever. Even just earlier, since I was talking about like the Brooklyn Beckham thing, I don't care about the Beckhams, by the way, but then there's been more stuff that's come out about like the wife's side of the family and how they're MAGA people and they're billionaires and all this stuff. First of all, I don't know these people. I didn't know any of that. And also, yeah, it's just everything, and people are fighting with each other and assuming the worst of each other, like assuming the absolute worst of each other about strangers we don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have got to touch grass, and we're all so mean. Everybody is so mean. It's not good. So I need to just sit in the bathtub. I actually got a big pack of Lush bath bombs. I usually treat myself like at the beginning of every year. I actually still have, I think, like 1 or 2, but they're in Arizona. Usually our niece uses those when we're there because we have that big bathtub. So I want to use some of those, and then I think maybe I don't know if I'm gonna do my crossword in the bath. Have I talked about my crossword puzzles yet? I think I have. Drew got me this crossword puzzles book, just randomly. He and one of our nieces went to Barnes and Noble, and then they came out and he was like, here, I got you this. And it's the USA Today, there goes my pencil. The USA Today Seriously Fun Crosswords. And this is, I'm an iPad baby on this thing. You cannot like reach me, you cannot talk to me. Time doesn't exist. I'm obsessed, and I've even bought myself some No. 2 pencils and a pencil sharpener, because I am my father's daughter and I hate mechanical pencils, especially on like a newspaper type of, you know, paper. It's like very thin and stuff. So I might do a little bit of that. I might read my Kindle. I have been in this vicious cycle with reading where I'm reading The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, which I've heard good things about. I love her books, but I am stuck on the same chapter and the same page over and over again. And then every night when I go to bed, I will read it, and then I will fall asleep. And then the next night I'll wake up, I'll read it again, I'll fall asleep. And I cannot seem to like push the dial forward no matter how hard I try. It's just not working for me. So I think I need to like actually take some time to like dig in today. But the thing is, every time I start reading, I fall asleep. I have to be like, you have to catch me in the right mood to be able to read and like stay awake. So anyways, oh, I didn't even show this necklace today when I was getting ready, but this necklace, I treated myself. This is kind of like my birthday gift to myself, but this is from, it's called We Chef Studio. I saw a couple of my friends that I follow online talk about this, like on Instagram, and this is like basically like an heirloom piece of jewelry. I will have it forever. If I ever have kids someday, or if my nieces want it or whatever, it's gonna go to them, and it's just so pretty. So it's this really gorgeous gold chain, very chunky. I do kind of wish I got like a little bit longer, but I think this will be good for like longer term. And then it comes with these little handmade gold charms, and I chose the star and then this little tulip, and I love it. Now, again, expensive. Not like luxury jewelry, it's not Rolex prices or anything, but again, it's something I'm gonna keep forever. So I'm excited. It's my first like nice jewelry I've ever bought myself or owned, to be honest. Okay, that was my ADHD little tangent. And now we're gonna pick our bath bomb. All right, let's see what we got. I did get the Big Daddy box. And this is my second time purchasing this, like my second year in a row. Or maybe I got this box for Christmas last year, or my birthday. That sounds more likely. And then I just used it throughout the year. So the next one in line is this one. Does it have like a list? This one looks fun, very rainbow. So we'll try that. With the 2016 trend coming back around. I've never abandoned Lush, by the way. I've been using them since then, and before then, honestly. I have never, ever stopped using Lush since, I don't even know, 2012? Alright, time to unwind. And I'm going to come back and tell you that I've made a dent in this, I hope. Alright, I am out of the bath, and then I took a shower. Had to wash my hair, had to do I'm still doing the Abby Young routine, and I will say I'm getting used to it. It's been about, I would say, close to 2 months now. I do think it's working. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of steps, but you also kind of get used to how long it takes, and it just sort of is what it is. But I have found myself feeling daunted by washing my hair, and then I'll go longer in between because I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do all of that. Like, it's not as quick as just shampoo and conditioner anymore. It's like a whole routine and stuff. So anyways, I am all cozy on the couch in my clean, fresh clothes. I am going to literally go to my happy place, which is, I have this very specific video that I play on YouTube. I mean, I have a lot of different ones that I play, but this one is my current hyperfixation. I'm going to do my crossword, and I'm just going to sit and listen to, here, I'll even show you, the sound of the rain from this, and just be so clean and cozy and comfy. And like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes it makes me want to cry. Like, this part of my day and my routine is typically like after I, you know, am done with my work for the day, I just sit here on the couch and I do this routine, and I just feel the most overwhelming sense of peace. I can't even begin to tell you. It's so nice. It's so nice. And actually, a previous therapist that I had me do like this exercise one time, and it was something like some kind of somatic exercise where it's like you close your eyes and you like tap on your chest like this, and you go to like a place in your mind. It can be a real place, it can be a made up place, whatever. And she was asking me to describe it, and I had my eyes closed, and I literally said, it was just the first thing that popped into my head. I was like, I'm sitting in a cottage, I'm surrounded by books, a fireplace is going, the door is open, it's raining outside, I can see a garden off in the distance, I'm cozy, I'm under a blanket, I have a dog with me, maybe a cat. The ice maker. Hold on, pause that thought. I'm back in my happy place now. Anyways, and she was just like, wow, that sounds really peaceful. And that's just always what I picture when it's like, go to your happy place. And it's like, I don't even know that this place exists. So anyways, this isn't exact, but it's so similar. I was like searching for cozy, rainy ambiance one time on YouTube, and this came up. Look at that. I want this to be my life so badly. And I will experience this as my life someday. Don't know when, don't know how, but it's gonna happen. It's also kind of funny because living in a climate that's sort of like the ideal climate for a lot of people, where there aren't really seasons, it's just sort of like warm and then like slightly less warm. It's funny because you really do miss seasons. Like, I loved having seasons when I lived in Tennessee. It's just I hated how gray and cloudy it was all the time without the rain. Like, if it's gonna be cloudy, I want it to rain, you know? But I think that's changed as I've gotten older. I was much younger then, and I was like, I just want to like move back to Arizona where it's sunny all the time. And I did, and it was nice, but it was also extremely hot. You kind of have to deal with that. And like, there's just such a lack of like really lush greenery and like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so it's kind of funny that I'm sitting here in like an absolutely gorgeous, ideal weather kind of day. Like, we went to the beach this weekend. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was hot, and I'm playing Rain on my TV. to like pretend that it's cold and rainy. All right, I'm gonna start my crossword and I already don't know. This is such a good brain activity, by the way, if you're looking for like an off-screen thing. I just have to look up things sometimes because I have forgotten what certain things mean. Like a homophone, an antonym, an anagram, a palindrome, all these different things that I haven't like done in so long that I've like needed to brush up on. So I had to look up what homophone is. My battery just died, but don't worry, we changed it.
We did kiss more than once. I'm not gonna kiss her. I respect you.